Hello, this is Billy Williams at age65soon.com. The purpose of this video and other videos on our website is to help those who are preparing to get ready for Medicare. I know this can be a very exciting time, but also can be a little bit stressful because it's confusing and you're not sure what everything means. You're not sure what your options are. You are not sure what the best decisions to make at this point. So please relax and just be assured that this video and others should help to clarify some of the confusion that you might be having. The first thing we're going to talk about here is Medicare Open Enrollment and what that means. Medicare Open Enrollment is triggered when your Part A and Part B of Medicare begin. For most of you watching this video, your Part B of Medicare will begin on the first day of the month that you turn 65. The Medicare Open Enrollment begins 6 months before that and goes 6 months after. So basically from age 64 and a half until age 65 and a half, you are in your Medicare Open Enrollment. During your Medicare Open Enrollment, you're allowed to choose a Medicare Advantage or a Medicare Supplement policy. You are able to choose both of these without any health questions. This may not matter to you if you're healthy, but for some of you, it's important, and either way, it's a convenience that you want to take advantage of. Now, let's talk about Medicare a little bit and what it is, what it does, what it covers, and what it doesn't cover, and so forth, and what some of your options are going to be. So there's two parts of Medicare, Part A and Part B. Part A of Medicare covers you if you have care that's requiring you to be in the hospital overnight. Part B of Medicare is everything else. Part A of Medicare is free, it's automatic, you get it, there's no action that is needed. Part B of Medicare is not free, and it does take some action to get Part B of Medicare. If you are already receiving Social Security, then most likely you will be automatically enrolled in Part B of Medicare. Really nothing that you need to do. If you are not receiving Social Security yet, you will need to take some action to enroll in Part B of Medicare. It's fairly easy. You can call Social Security, or it's much easier to go to the Social Security website, ss.gov, and there are some links there. We can also provide you with some instructions if we talk with you or if we send you some information. We're going to try to include a link below this video to some forms that give you some very easy instructions how to go to the Social Security website to enroll in Part B of Medicare. If you are already receiving Social Security, there is a monthly fee that will be deducted from your Social Security to pay for Part B of Medicare. If you're not receiving Social Security yet, then you will have to make arrangements to pay your Medicare Part B premium once each 3 months, either by direct bill or by automatic bank draft. For most individuals, the cost of your Part B premium is going to be either $104.90. This would be for individuals who are already receiving Social Security. If you're not receiving Social Security yet, the monthly fee for your Part B of Medicare will most likely be $121.80. These are numbers for the year 2016. If you're watching this video later years, that amount could change. So let's talk a little bit about whether or not you actually need to get Part B of Medicare. If you are still working and you may have health coverage at work, you may not need to get Part B of Medicare yet. If you are retired and you have group health insurance at work when you turn 65, you may also not be required, or you may not want to get Part B of Medicare. There's a lot of factors that come into play whether you need Part B of Medicare or not. We can discuss that with you. Sometimes individuals need to stay with their group policy if they have a spouse who is not age 65 yet. Sometimes the benefits of a group policy are good and you want to keep it. However, most likely it's in your best interest to get Part A and Part B of Medicare and leave a group plan because the cost of an individual health coverage and compared to the benefits and the cost of staying on a group policy, it's normally better to get an individual plan. So we're going to assume that in this case. So let's assume you have Part A of Medicare and you do have Part B of Medicare that will begin on the first day of the month that you turn 65. Now what? So Part A and Part B of Medicare was referred to as Original Medicare. Original Medicare is a good program. It does pay for a lot of your health care costs, but it doesn't pay for 100%. Each Part A and Part B both have a deductible. The Part A deductible, it is $1,288 in the year 2016. You can actually incur a Part A deductible more than once per year, so it's important to have some type of a plan that will help pay for that, and we'll discuss that in a few minutes. Part B of Medicare also has a deductible. It's much less. It is an annual deductible. It's $166. Now, once your Part A and Part B deductibles are met, then there are some co-payments if you are in the hospital for an extended period. And then on Part B of Medicare, there is 20% co-payment. So many people feel like having Medicare only is not what they want to do. They want to have better coverage. And so there are a couple of options. One of them is Medicare Advantage. The other is Medigap, or sometimes referred to as Medicare Supplement. Medicare Advantage plan is very different from a Medicare Supplement, so it's important to understand that. Medicare Advantage plan, basically the way it works is an insurance company will have a contract with Medicare. Medicare will pay them money to provide care to you, and then you have a contract with the insurance company, and part of that contract explains that you do have a network, a list of doctors, a specific geographic area that you have to receive care in. On a Medicare Advantage plan, also there are many out-of-pocket expenses for everything that happens. So on a Medicare Advantage plan, if you did have some serious health challenges, it could cost you quite a bit of money in addition to the monthly premium on the Medicare Advantage policy. So everything that happens on a Medicare Advantage plan, whether it be seeing a doctor or a specialist, treatment, testing, blood work, therapy, emergency room, ambulance, hospital stay, everything's going to cost you either a co-payment or a flat deductible. So either way, the Medicare Advantage plan is going to cost you quite a bit of money and an additional out-of-pocket expense if something serious happens. The advantage, or the thing that draws people to a Medicare Advantage plan, is generally speaking the monthly premium is less than a Medicare Supplement, but the potential out-of-pocket can be much more. So we recommend, if possible, if you can afford it, to get a Medicare Supplement policy, and at age 65 the premiums are very reasonable. We are an independent agency. We represent many different companies, allows us to shop the market for you to get the best value. So let's very quickly talk about Medicare Supplement, what they are. There's several Medicare Supplement plans to choose from. They are identified by letters of the alphabet. For example, there is a Plan F, a Plan G, and a Plan N. These are all good plans. They're all very similar, but there are some differences that we'll discuss very, very briefly. The first thing to understand about a Medicare Supplement policy is that they are standardized plans. What this means is that if you choose a certain plan, with any company, as long as you're choosing the same letter plan, the benefits are exactly the same. For example, if you decided that you wanted to get a Medicare Supplement Plan F, the benefits of a Medicare Supplement Plan F are exactly the same, regardless of what insurance company you get that plan with. So let's start with explaining the Plan F. The Plan F is first dollar coverage plans, are very popular. It's easy to understand. And the way the Plan F works is that with Medicare, Part A and B being your main coverage, the Plan F will be your secondary, will pay for all your deductibles, all your co-payments. You have nothing else to pay other than your monthly premium. So that's why it's popular. The bad news about a Plan F is because it is first dollar coverage, it's the most expensive and also gets the most rate increases in the future. So we will discuss a Plan F with you, but we also want you to understand there's a couple of other options. The second option is called a Plan G. G is in girl. The Plan F and the Plan G are very similar. The only difference is that on the Plan G, you will be responsible for your Part B deductible, which, as we mentioned before, is $166. So if you had a Medicare Supplement Plan F or Plan G and you're admitted to the hospital, everything is still covered 100%. If you get a Plan G, each calendar year, you are responsible for the first $166 of Part B medical care. Once your $166 deductible is covered, then your plan pays 100% the rest of the year, just like a Plan F. The reason we like the Plan G is because usually when we look at the cheapest Plan F we can find you and compare it to the price of the cheapest Plan G we can find you, the monthly premium savings every month is enough so that you actually come out ahead. So a lot of times we will see $20 or more savings per month on a Plan G. So if we look at a 1-year period, if we factor in the money that you save versus the money that you have to pay out in the deductible, you actually come out ahead. So that's one reason we can save you money in the first year. Another as important reason that we like the Plan G is because of a long-term strategy. So all the companies we sell for, any price that we quote you, that rate is going to be locked in for a year. At the end of a year, you can see a price increase. Now, the insurance company can never single you out and raise your rates. If they raise your rates, they have to do so for everyone that has a plan in your area. But what we have seen in recent years, individuals that we have put on a Plan F compared to those that we've had on a Plan G, when there is a rate increase in the future, the percentage of increase tends to be a much smaller percentage for those that we have put on the Plan G. Therefore, we not only save you money in the first year, we also save you money in year 2 and 3 and so forth. Now, there's a number of reasons for this, one being that the Plan G has a slight psychological deterrent built in for overuse, and there's a few other reasons why, but basically the Plan G is less expensive for the insurance company to administer, therefore their claims are less, therefore their rate increases in the future are less as well. So what we're going to do for you as a customer of our agency, we're going to stay in touch with you. We're going to call you at least once a year and do an annual review. We'll know in advance of any rate increases and we'll discuss it with you. And if at some point your rate gets a little higher than we think it should, we have the ability in the future to shop the market for you again and change you to another quality company with a cheaper price. So by putting you with the Plan G, we can wait longer before that has to happen. I would say probably on average every 3 to 4 years we consider a change for you. Okay, the last plan to discuss is a Plan N. A Plan N is also the same as the Plan F and the G. If you're admitted to the hospital, you're covered 100%. On the Plan N, it's a bit cheaper than a Plan G, but there are co-payments for visits to your doctor and visits to a hospital emergency room. So usually at age 65, the difference in the savings in a Plan G and an N really doesn't make sense for us to recommend the Plan N to you, but it's important to be aware that the Plan N does exist. So We are an independent agency. My name is Billy Williams. I do this full time all day, every day, as work with seniors to help them with their Medicare and their Medicare supplement plans. We would be very happy to speak with you and give you a no obligation quote. We're going to look at all the plans that are selling Medicare supplement in your area. We're going to recommend the best price, hopefully, not hopefully, but we'll definitely find you the best price with the best company, and then you'll be in good hands with us moving forward as well. Now, one other thing that we're going to need to discuss is Part D prescription drug plan. We're going to talk about that in another video. Also, there are some other variables, some other situations that come up for individuals turning 65 that we're going to talk about in another video on our website. This is Billy Williams, age65soon.com. My phone number is 800-499-1942. Please give me a call at your convenience. Thanks.